Now on Good Morning Northwest, a father's unthinkable crime ends with his death. Travis Decker, accused of killing his 3 young daughters, is found dead. Chelan County Sheriff speaks about the family's losses and the search now for closure.
And after a smoky night in many parts of the inland Northwest, a lot of us looking a little better, but it may just be temporary. We're tracking where the smoke is headed next.
Politics and justice collide. Former FBI Director James Comey charged with perjury and obstruction. Democrats call the charges political, while the president denies pressure. What's at stake? Coming up. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Friday, September 26th. Welcome to it. Let's start things off with meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at that first alert forecast. Matt, the air quality yesterday, not great.
It was nasty. And so we should be very thankful that this morning we are waking up to good air quality this morning in Spokane. I don't think that's going to last the entirety of the day, but you know what? Let's enjoy it while we have it, as that smoke's still going to be moving its way around the region. I tell you what, we were all in the same range, kind of sitting in that moderate to good range for days and days and days, and then that smoke came over from those fires in the Cascades ahead of that cold front last night, and boom, way up into the red, and then a just as dramatic drop after that front passed, as we had outlined a little bit when we were talking with you yesterday morning. Now, what is next for air quality? Well, first of all, we still have some smoke lingering around the Moses Lake area. We are in the red. We are in unhealthy air quality. So limit your time outside around southern parts of Grant County. We're actually green in Wenatchee, and we've got moderate air quality across the Palouse and down to the LC Valley, kind of the leftovers of that smoke that came from those fires, which you can see those orange dots there in the Cascade. Still burning hot on the satellite picture this morning. I expect things are going to be quite pleasant for most of the day around Spokane, where we're only going to be in the kind of lightly moderate to good air quality. Temperatures are going to be quite cool today compared to the last couple of days. We're only going to end up in the upper 60s to right around 70 degrees. Now, as we head into the evening, we're going to be on the lookout for more smoke and haze moving back into our area. We'll take a closer look at your full smoke forecast. Goodness, coming up. Back to you.
You're looking at one of the largest manhunts in Chelan County history, one of the most horrific crimes that we've seen in Chelan County, and we're glad to put it behind us.
Travis Decker, the Wenatchee man accused of murdering his 3 young daughters, has been confirmed dead.
The official announcement came from the Chelan County Sheriff's Office yesterday. Earlier this month, Decker's remains were found in a remote wooded area on Grindstone Mountain that had not yet been searched in this case. When asked if Decker had gone directly to that area after the murder of his daughters, Sheriff Mike Morrison says it can't be confirmed yet, but evidence is consistent with that being the case. Decker is the only suspect in the murder of 9-year-old Peyton, 8-year-old Evelyn, and 5-year-old Olivia.
We recognize that those girls are gone for their family. They're not going to be able to enjoy birthdays, other memories, first dances, first sporting events, even first jobs. So I certainly feel for them. I understand that is a huge loss, and I certainly will be sending my prayers towards them, hoping that they can find some kind of closure on this.
We are still waiting for the coroner to release the cause of death.
We are following breaking news. Former FBI Director James Comey is facing criminal charges in a case tied to his 2020 congressional testimony on Russian interference in the 2016 election. He is accused of lying under oath and obstructing a congressional proceeding. Overnight, Comey posted a video saying his family has already paid the price for standing up to President Trump.
My heart is broken for the Department of Justice, but I have great confidence in the federal judicial system, and I'm innocent. So let's have a trial and keep the faith.
Democrats argue the charges look political, while Trump says he never pressured prosecutors to act. Comey will head to court on October 9th for his first hearing in this case. If convicted, he could face up to 5 years behind bars. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Continuing coverage now on Wednesday's shooting on Spokane South Hill that left 2 men dead, 1 in critical condition, and a whole neighborhood rattled. The deadly shooting took place around 8:45 at night. Spokane police say all 3 people involved knew each other, but how well they know each other is still under investigation. This happened in the Glen Rose neighborhood, which is described as quiet, almost uneventful, making this incredibly unexpected for those who live nearby.
It was scary. I felt like more than anything that it was right in front of us. I felt like that was, and we just moved here to like kind of get away from that.
Jasmine, who you just heard from there, lives a few doors down from where the shooting took place. She says she often sees kids playing outside and moved here recently with her boyfriend because they believed it was a safe area. Spokane police say the man who survived the shooting is recovering in the hospital this morning.
Have your skates on standby. Spokane Valley is considering a proposal to build a $44 million regional ice facility. The Inovia Foundation, representing a local benefactor, presented the proposal this week to the City Council for a 65,000 square foot facility featuring NHL-style dual ice sheets. It would be built on the city's newly acquired Sullivan property north of Sullivan Park and the Spokane River. The project aims to enhance youth sports and support further commercial development in the city. The proposal would be entirely paid for by that benefactor and developed into a city-owned property, though the city would be asked to participate in the development of road and utility improvements. But the City Council wants to hear what you think about it. Public comment on the proposal during next Tuesday's meeting at Spokane Valley City Hall. You can do that. The meeting starts at 6.
Well, throughout the week, our 4 News Now Extreme team worked at Miriam's house, a transitional home on Spokane South Hill.
It serves women who are recovering from financial insecurity or transitioning out of homelessness. And last night was the big reveal for the project. Here's Mark Peterson to walk us through everything they accomplished.
All right, one of the benefits of having the Extreme team is the fact that we can change course anytime we want. And what we've done is taken the living room away, but now we've added a bigger dining room. So over the next weeks, months, and years, they're going to have fellowship in a bigger room, more comfortable, easy. I think it's great. Here's what we did to help out Miriam's house with the Extreme team. First of all, outside, pulling a lot of weeds, pulling a lot of grass. The Horizon Credit Union volunteers were very, very busy. And yes, they all wore gloves. Now look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Going to be beautiful. And all of it is being watered automatically on their system. So it's really going to be much easier to upkeep. Now, upstairs, the reason we came here was to add 2 rooms. Here is the look at the office. This is what was there, not being utilized fully. There was 1 desk in there, and that's where they had a lot of their computer stuff. Well, that's all gone. Now 2 bedrooms exist, 2 more women being helped out of homelessness and financial insecurity and starting on their journey to a better life. Now, what happened to the living room? Boom, downstairs. This is what it looked like before. You could not, the floor was old, decrepit. It was dirt underneath it, humidity problems, all kinds. It was unusable. Now take a look at it. Concrete floor. We've got new paint, new artwork, and the TV is there now. And that's where the women are going to be able to go to catch a break, catch a movie, maybe, you know, I don't know, watch a great movie, get caught up on Downton Abbey. I'm not sure. But they'll be able to do it on their time and on your dime. All right, so thank you all at this table for helping out. You've been at our beck and call for the last week. I do appreciate it, and I will not annoy you anymore, at least for a little bit. For the 4 News Now Extreme team, I'm Mark Peterson. We'll see you on the next project in November.
Ooh, already planning for the next one.
Exciting, and it looks so great in there.
Yeah, thanks to all the volunteers. It is now 8 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray, taking a live look outside this morning.
All right, so over the LC Valley here, noticing kind of the haze here as we wait for the sun to come up, as we've seen that smoke spread across the inland northwest, a little bit more diffuse than it was when it was dropping right over Spokane last night. We are going to continue to see these hazy conditions move back and forth across our region. We'll show you where it's headed next coming up.
The first ever Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival being hosted by Davenport Hotels. This weekend starts tonight. Find out how you can get tickets and get in on the culinary action coming up.
We'll fix that microphone here in just a bit, and your prescription costs could jump. President Trump's new tariffs target pharmaceutical drugs with 100% fees when they'll start, and the other products in the tariff crosshairs when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Toyota.
Introducing custom cabinets now at Floor Trader, the most affordable way to buy cabinets. Available assembled and installed, or save even more with DIY.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
As the puck up ice, here comes Harrington who shoots and scores! Harrington in the left circle, roughed that under the bar.
Saturday, September 27th, it's your Spokane Chiefs home opener against the Tri-City Americans. It's Blue Moon opening night. The party starts at 3 at the arena main gate. Meet the team and get an autograph. The first 1,000 fans get a Western Conference champion poster from Avista. Chiefs home opener Saturday, September 27th. Brought to you by Blue Moon Brewing Company. For tickets, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
It's that time of year to get fall flooring specials from Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop for wood.
Get your home ready for the holidays with big fall savings on new vinyl, hardwood, or laminate flooring from the pros at Windsor Plywood.
Prosser Memorial Health board-certified general surgeon Dr. Ashley McManus is now caring for patients at Prosser General Surgery Center. Dr. McManus brings extensive experience in general, breast, colorectal, endocrine, and soft tissue surgery, along with advanced training in robotic and minimally invasive procedures. To schedule an appointment, call the Prosser General Surgery Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
This season, fall into Coeur d'Alene. Fall is a great time to visit Coeur d'Alene. With awesome weather, fall color cruises, exciting events, a variety of food, beer, and wine selections, and amazing accommodations. It's the perfect time to stay and play in CDA. Visit cdafall.com for more information.
Attention high school sports fans. Your school could be featured on 4 News Now Game of the Week. Go to KXLY.com. Vote for your favorite game, and your team could be the featured game on Friday Night Sports Extra. 4 News Now Game of the Week. Brought to you by BECU.
Introducing custom cabinets now at Floor Trader, the most affordable way to buy cabinets. Available assembled and installed, or save even more with DIY.
Big box prices and small town service only at your local Floor Trader.
It is 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President Trump just announced a new round of tariffs that'll take effect next week.
Branded or patented pharmaceutical drugs entering the country will be hit the hardest, facing tariffs of 100%. The tariff will be dropped if a company is actively building their manufacturing plant here in the U.S. And there will be steep tariffs on imported kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, upholstered furniture, and heavy trucks as well. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell recently warned that the Trump's tariffs are contributing to higher consumer prices all across the country.
Humberto strengthened into the 3rd hurricane this season early this morning as it plows through the central Atlantic. The storm is currently a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 75 miles an hour. It's located northeast of the Leeward Islands in the Caribbean. Humberto is forecast to continue strengthening into a major hurricane over the weekend, but it's not a direct threat to the United States.
Time to plan your day. A little bit of autumn chill this morning. Feels pretty nice out there with a light sweater. And for this afternoon, it's going to be much cooler than the last few days. Only upper 60s, low 70s. As we head into this evening around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, we are going to see our skies turn a little bit smokier again as our winds begin to shift and that smoke begins to move to different places around the inland Northwest.
The South Perry Street Fair returns this Saturday.
The annual event typically happens in July, but hot summer temperatures in years past made organizers rethink the timing, pushing the event to the beginning of the fall. From 10 a.m. to 7 o'clock tomorrow, Perry Street will be filled with 3 blocks of local vendors, music, and entertainment. There are going to be more than 130 booths to check out this year, as well as a petting zoo and 3 different stages for performances. But this will also close Perry Street from 9th to 12th Avenue. This closure is marked in red here on your screen. The green is a detour you can take on Saturday. Consider using Southeast Boulevard and 9th Avenue to navigate around the festivities, but looks like it's going to be really fun.
Yeah, they might see you there.
Maybe. Sounds like an event I would go to. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:14.
Oh, Forever Chemicals plagued Fairchild Air Force Base and its neighbors, and hundreds of homes battle PFAS contamination with filters that don't always work. West Plains neighbors are beyond frustrated. Coming up a little later here on Good Morning Northwest, what the Air Force Base isn't saying about water supply repairs.
And the first ever Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival starts today in downtown Spokane. After the break, we got Rob King live sharing how you can get in on the action for this inaugural event. That's next.
Need a loan? Your house could help if you know how. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. This Money Saving Monday, I'll show you options to borrow against your home that will keep your budget and credit score safe. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
Lake Tahoe Creek Wine Cellars invites you to our annual harvest celebration, October 3rd through 5th. Sip our best blends, learn about our vineyards, and snack on Elena's cooking. Come and help us celebrate our 44th harvest. Cheers.
Stay and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together at the region's only non-smoking casino and hotel. We're the place for a day trip, weekend getaway, or your next holiday party or group event. Enjoy the casino action playing your favorite gaming machine, or try your skills at the live table games. Stay and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel, located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
Tackle every job with power and precision this season with Pape Machinery Ag & Turf. For a limited time, you can get 0% financing for up to 84 months on a new John Deere 1025R compact utility tractor with 120R standard loader, all for just $249 per month. Shop online or head to your nearest Pape Machinery location to experience the unmatched customer service and support that keeps your operation running strong. But don't wait, this offer ends October 31st. Pape keeps you moving.
It's Truck Month at Findlay Downtown Toyota, and that means our lot is stacked and packed full with over 100 of the best Toyota Tundras and Tacoma trucks. And we are dropping prices dramatically on all 2025 models to move them out, plus delaying all payments until next year. And as an added bonus, we are giving extra money for your trade-ins. So if you're even thinking of a new truck for winter, come on down to Findlay.
On Tuesday, September 30th, Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks will share what's proposed in Together Spokane, including 200+ projects across the city. Learn what's planned for your neighborhood. Join us at the Northwest Spokane Town Hall, 6 to 7 p.m. at Shadle Park High School.
AARP Spokane and BECU invite you to take steps towards a sharper mind and a stronger community. Join them for a free monthly Saturday morning walk series at Northtown Mall designed for older adults, where every step supports your health. Led by local AARP volunteers, the walks will be a fun and welcoming way to stay active, socially connected, and informed. Whether you're a casual stroller or a brisk walker, all activity levels are welcome and no one gets left behind. Find out how to participate at this website.
Lake Tahoe Creek Wine Cellars invites you to our annual harvest celebration, October 3rd through 5th. Sip our best blends, learn about our vineyards, and snack on Elena's cooking. Come and help us celebrate our 44th harvest. Cheers.
4 News Now is brought to you by Prime Source Credit Union.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:17. A first-of-its-kind culinary event kicks off today in downtown Spokane.
The 3-day Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival is being hosted by Davenport Hotels, and weekend anchor Rob King is down there bright and early live at the historic Davenport with how we can all get in on the culinary action. Rob.
Good morning, Robin, Natalie. I am here with Melissa Green, Vice President of the Davenport Collections. Melissa, talk to us a little bit about the significance of this partnership with, in particular, the James Beard Foundation.
Absolutely. So James Beard has been, instrumental in helping us with the Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival. James Beard is known for honoring great chefs across the country, across the world, nominating, obviously, the James Beard House, but they're a little bit more than that, right? They inspire young chefs throughout their culinary career. They have scholarship programs. So it was really important to us, to help foster younger chefs throughout the culinary journey, and I think really important to bring that to Spokane. There's so much culinary talent here, so anything that we could do to help bring some of that to Spokane, I think was really, really important.
And you and I are currently braving the elements on the terrace of the historic Davenport, and there's one event in particular that's going to be out on here. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're really excited. So tomorrow morning, about 8 a.m., we're going to have yoga and Prosecco and mimosas. So wanted to bring that here this morning, and we'll toast to it. Obviously, tomorrow will be a little bit
we have
warmer.
to toast.
It's a rough job, but somebody has to do it. It's part of what I have to do. And so tomorrow morning, we'll have a yoga instructor out here. We'll have mimosas. We'll have Prosecco. taco, small bites, and we're really excited about it.
Awesome. And you can get tickets to the yoga and mimosas on the terrace in the link to our website, kxly.com, and all the other events, so be sure to check it out. Back to you guys in studio.
So many different events happening all weekend long, from dinners to mimosas,
Do it
cocktail
all.
making classes.
Like do one or a bunch of the events.
Yeah.
So fun. And the weather mostly is going to be great.
Yes.
There's just, little
It's just
kitchen or giddy up.
Yeah, it's just that where that smoke is going to be moving around, because without much rain or anything like that, it's going to still be with us. There's still going to be at least a little bit floating around. So let's get to it. Take a look at your smoke forecast in a second, but it is quite cool this morning compared to the last couple of mornings. Look at this in Spokane, 44 degrees, 50 in Coeur d'Alene, and in Bonners Ferry. We're down to 36 in Colville this morning. So yes, there was some cold with that cold front yesterday. It wasn't just wind and blowing smoke into our skies from the Cascades, those big fires. That's where it was coming from. For today, yeah, only upper 60s. Believe it or not, that is our average high for this time of the year. We've had a pretty warm September, so it certainly feels quite comfortable by comparison. We've only had a few days that have gotten down into the 60s. Looks like we will have some more as we get ready to move into the month of October. Now, let's get to what you need to know about the smoke forecast. So everything kind of got pushed to the south late last night. But as we head through the day, things are going to be tracking back north as our winds turn out of the southwest across the eastern part of Washington state. The big fires over by Wenatchee, they're going to start moving smoke up towards Banks Lake, Grand Coulee, and then eventually into our northern counties. And so as we head to about as early as 4 o'clock, but more like 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m., we are going to see that air quality drop a little bit again around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. I don't think it'll be as bad as it was last night, but maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part. I don't know. We'll have to kind of see how things shake out when it comes to how active those fires are today compared to yesterday. As you can see, places like Omak to Inchelium to Colville, and then all the way up to Sandpoint, Bonners Ferry, and Medellin Falls. A lot of this smoke is going to get stuck up in these northern valleys as we head into tomorrow morning. And so for the first part of Saturday, north of I-90, we're also going to see smoky conditions continue in these areas. Here is your weekend. Hopefully just a little bit of smoke on Saturday, and we'll see some clearing on Sunday. That's a little TBD, but that's my hope at least. We are going to be quite warm. Temperatures up around 80 degrees again this Sunday. Better enjoy it because you might not see many more of those in our forecast. 60s and a chance of rain for the majority of next week.
All right. We need that rain,
Yes,
which is always appreciated.
Desperately do.
Thanks. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:22.
The Seahawks make it 8 straight over Arizona. Seattle nearly blew a big lead, but a last-second field goal saves the day. We will relive the late-game heroics next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
When you're hurt in a car wreck, insurance companies will try to minimize your claim. Don't let them. We're here to fight for every dollar you deserve.
We're in your corner working to get you the best possible outcome.
When I called Craig Swap & Associates, it was so fast and so easy. They got right to work, making sure the insurance company treated me fairly, so I got everything I deserved.
Don't let big insurance take advantage of you. Call Craig Swap & Associates now. One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
Country Financial has been helping protect lives and livelihoods since 1925. Here with advice on better managing risk is a Country Financial representative.
Safety is very important when operating a farm, and here are some tips for staying safe. First, we should maintain farm equipment to prevent breakdowns or accidents. Proper maintenance can prevent problems before they begin. Second, when using chemicals, be sure to handle and store them responsibly to avoid injury. Third, when you are on public roads, use flashing lights to alert other drivers. Other drivers should watch out for slower moving farm equipment on roads during planting and harvesting seasons as well. Next, stay connected with family and employees so they know when and where you're working. And finally, be sure to get plenty of rest, even during the busiest of times. We thank you, farmers, for bringing food to our table.
For more information, visit countryfinancial.com.
News Now and STCU are proud to continue highlighting volunteers who go above and beyond with their efforts. STCU Volunteers Count is a project that awards groups and individuals who take volunteering to the next level, donating personal time and financial support to local nonprofits. The winning volunteers will be awarded a grant courtesy of STCU to help further their efforts, and then we'll tell their story. If you know of a local volunteer who deserves recognition, nominate them at KXLY.com.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Washington State Cougars have struggled in the turnover department in the past few weeks. Zevi Eckhouse, despite his scores and a large chunk of passing yards, coughed the ball up 3 times in this past weekend's loss to Washington. Head coach Jimmy Rogers spoke with the media on how his talks with Zevi have gone and what it will take for WSU to curb this turnover issue.
Zevi's extremely hard on himself in general, so I don't really have to be hard on Zevi. At times I need him to relax and understand that there's another play that he can make, but he doesn't need to make every single play on every single down. It's unfortunate what happened, and we're going to learn from it and grow.
Eckhouse did add a trio of touchdowns aside his turnovers, but the Cougs will need a cleaner performance this weekend when they travel to the Colorado State Rams. That kickoff tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. And the Seahawks earned their 3rd straight win last night as they just barely squeaked past the Arizona Cardinals 23-20. The Hawks now own 8 wins in a row over their division rivals, and tonight's came after a blown 14-point fourth-quarter lead that was saved by the leg of Jake Myers to win as time expired. Seattle comes home next weekend to host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's all for Morning Sports. Tune in on 4 News Now at 6 and Nightside tonight for more local sports, including Friday Night Sports Extra.
And the Mariners getting another W last night.
Cal Raleigh did not hit any more home runs.
Hey,
But still,
60 on the season, still pretty good.
real good. It's now 6:26.
Spokane loses 30 shelter beds next week as the city transforms its navigation center into a daytime-only facility. Why some people are questioning whether the move helps or hurts our homeless community. That's next.
Plus, new evidence reveals the gunman who attacked a Texas ICE office planned to kill federal agents. Handwritten notes show his hatred for the government, but 3 detainees became the victims instead. Hannah Joy tracks the latest on the investigation after the break. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, runway scares.
Delta 54 Heavy, you've got your right engine on fire. You can come to a stop.
This alarming video showing flames bursting from an engine of a Delta plane moments before takeoff. That flight preparing to depart from Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport with 200 passengers on board. The pilot aborting takeoff and returning to the gate. This as the FAA investigates a separate incident where a United regional flight with 53 people on board overshot the runway in Virginia. Air traffic control warning the pilot of low visibility as they come in for landing.
Runway 34 clear to land. Area of heavy to extreme precipitation begins about 4 mile final all the way down to the runway.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on the runway safety precautions that kept passengers safe. With your GMA First Look, I'm Stephanie Ramos, ABC News New York.
Touch can mean so many things, even for people with moderate to severe eczema. Touch can make players celebrate like winners, or make 2 move like 1. Dupixent can help you stay ahead of eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch. Dupixent helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after the first dose. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, helps you feel the heal. See the difference for yourself. Reach out to your eczema specialist today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Avamere at South Hill.
From your head and shoulders, down to your toes, and everywhere in between. Kootenai Health provides advanced medicine right where you need it, right here in North Idaho.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500 models. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Bill's Heating and AC has not one, not two, but 3 warehouses overstocked with tankless water heaters. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a tankless water heater installed for only $3,500 to $4,500, depending on the model. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
This life is not for the faint of heart. Fortunately, for those who choose to live boldly, you've got Kootenai Health in your corner, no matter what happens along the way. Next Level Care is here. Visit kh.org.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:30. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It's Friday, September 26th.
Bad great plan my day. And what a great Friday to plan our day around, at least for the start, as we do have good air quality. Who would have thought that when we were choking on the smoke here in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene last night, but the winds helped us out eventually and pushed all that smoke out of the area, at least the local area, for the time being. So good air quality for the moment, but we did just get an update in here, and we are looking at now some parts of North Idaho starting to see the air quality drop a little bit. There is a fire near the Steamboat Rocks here up on the headwaters here of the Coeur d'Alene River in Shoshone County. So that's something we're going to be watching here. I'll get you an update on that here in a few minutes in my next segment. But the overall picture is also seeing some unhealthy air quality still around Moses Lake. But most of us are in the moderate or have been sitting in the good so far this morning. It is cool after that cold front came through last night. Good thing, lived up to its name. Temperatures in the 40s in many areas. Still got some 50s in places like Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint to start the day. Here is what you got for the afternoon. It is going to be a much cooler day than recent days. Our afternoon temperatures only in the upper 60s and low 70s. It is going to get hazier for this evening, so we'll take a closer look at that part of the smoke forecast coming up.
We are following breaking news this morning out of Dallas. Authorities say this man, 29-year-old Joshua Yon, is behind the deadly shooting at an ICE office that happened Wednesday. The attack killed 1 person and injuring 2 others. Investigators say Yon planned this attack for months. And even though all 3 victims were detainees, police say his targets were ICE agents. Inside Yon's home, investigators found handwritten notes showing his hate for the federal government. In the notes, Yon described ICE agents as people showing up to collect a dirty paycheck. The FBI says those writings are proof the attack was targeted.
The clearest indication of motivation are his own words. He wanted to cause terror. He wanted to harm ICE personnel.
The tragic irony for his evil plot here is that it was a detainee who was killed and 2 other detainees that were injured when he fired into the Sally Port.
Officials say Yon purchased a rifle last month, and on the morning of the attack, he was seen driving with a ladder and using it to climb onto a roof near the ICE office. Then, hours later, he opened fire. Authorities say Yon acted alone. The investigation is still ongoing. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
The city of Spokane is about to lose 30 of its shelter beds. It'll happen next week when the city transforms its navigation center into a daytime-only service center. The change aims to serve more people who need services like getting identification, social security cards, and case managers. Jules Helping Hands will take over the facility and estimates that it can help 70 people a day instead of the current 30 overnight residents.
Space for them to come during the day where they can get ID, social security cards, case managers, participate in the services that we want them participating in that are needed in order to meet that next step into transitional housing or permanent housing.
Critics worry the plan removes beds without solving the overnight shelter shortage. City Councilman Michael Cathcart says the change goes against the original goal of getting people off the streets while they access these services. The city maintains vacant beds exist at other shelters, and the new daytime center will connect people with those spaces. A check at the reporting site Shelter Me Spokane shows that all but one of the shelters had openings overnight.
Cleaning up PFAS around Fairchild Air Force Base could be delayed until 2032, according to a new report from the New York Times. Hundreds of homes near Fairchild have been dealing with PFAS-contaminated water since 2017. Some homes have received filters to take out the forever chemicals, but the West Plains Water Coalition says those filters don't always work. The coalition says the Air Force Base hasn't said when it will begin working to clean the local water supply.
There are 109 homes that have gotten a free filter system from Fairchild, but they don't all work well, and there's a lot of dissatisfied customers who don't have any water for their garden because that method is designed for drinking water only.
Spokane County recently received more than $7 million in state funding for whole home filters for people who live near the airport.
A different man is currently serving as Washington State's governor. But the question is why? Well, due to state law, whether the governor travels out of the state, the lieutenant governor serves as the acting governor of Washington. Governor Bob Ferguson is out of the state through October 9th. So until then, we got Lieutenant Governor Denny Heck serving as our acting governor.
Families and friends of homicide victims gathered at the Spokane County Courthouse for the National Day of Remembrance for Homicide Victims. Many families have spent lots of time in Spokane County courtrooms waiting for juries to decide if accused killers would be found guilty. Others are still waiting for that experience, including Justin Daniels' family. Justin's ex-girlfriend, Cynthia Khalil, is awaiting trial for his murder. The estranged couple shared a 3-year-old.
It feels like we've got a lot of support here, and we're coming here with a lot of people behind us.
Yesterday marked not only a day of remembrance for Justin's family, but also his 42nd birthday. Those in the justice system join the families in honoring their lost loved ones. Our time is now 6:36.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray, heading into our Friday and our weekend. It's kind of a refreshing start outside.
It is. It's crisp and fall-like out there. The one exception, as we talked about all morning, is that it's still going to be smoky, even with some pretty nice weather for today and this weekend. So we'll show you where the smoke's headed next. Talk about some rain in your forecast, too, coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, the government says Amazon used sophisticated traps to sign up Prime members without consent. Now the company has to pay the largest consumer refund in FTC history. How much money you could get when we come back.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Hello, I'm Richard Karesian, Karesian Imported Rugs. We are having a limited time sale on our showroom rugs. With special savings this month, save up to 60 to 80% off original prices. Come see us today at Karesian Imported Rugs.
This week, all Cal Cars locations are ending the month with big-time savings and special offers as they clear out summer inventory to make room for new large shipments of vehicles arriving now.
Plus, we'll give you top dollar for your trade-in, and $44 down is all you need.
This is your chance to upgrade your ride to something better, plus delay all payments until next year.
Today through this Monday at Cal.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family. It's all here.
I've been shopping in JBF since my kids were little, and we just love it.
Is the one-stop shop for everything that you need for your kids and your grandkids.
I'm a first-time mom. I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF.
This has been a game changer for our family.
Just Between Friends at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
Need a new garage door?
Sorry.
Give us a call today.
Winning a new GMC Canyon at Northern Quest is not without its drawbacks, like jealous neighbors, unsolicited questions about towing capacity, and sudden requests to help move a couch really quick. But something tells us you'll get over it. It's Northern Quest's $160,000 Grander Canyon giveaway. Don't miss the grand prize drawing this Monday with Dave, Ken, and Molly, plus our Canyon Tailgate pre-party with food and drink specials starting at 2, only at Northern Quest.
Hello, I'm Richard Karisian, Karisian Imported Rugs. We are having a limited time sale on our showroom rugs. With special savings this month, save up to 60 to 80% off original prices. Come see us today at Karisian Imported Rugs.
Need a loan? Your house could help if you know how. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. This Money Saving Monday, I'll show you options to borrow against your home that will keep your budget and credit score safe. Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:40, and we're following some breaking news. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is speaking at the UN General Assembly in New York as scores of delegates walk out in protest.
And Netanyahu's remarks are being broadcast by loudspeakers on the Gaza border. He began his speech to a sparsely attended assembly by touting Israel's operations against Iran and its proxies in the Middle East. Netanyahu will meet with President Trump Monday.
Time to plan your day. A bit of an autumn chill here this morning. Nice to see. Then, as we head into this afternoon, instead of being in the 80s, how about the 60s and maybe low 70s for a few areas? That is going to feel nice and fall-like. For this evening, winds are going to be shifting. That's going to bring smoke back into the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area in more concentrated form than what we see this morning, and hopefully not as thick as what we saw last night.
Amazon customers could be getting money back thanks to a record-breaking settlement.
Yeah, the company is accused of tricking customers into buying Prime memberships. And if you're one of them, you could have some money coming your way. Here's ABC's Andrea Fujii.
This morning, a record payout by Amazon as it settles a case brought by the federal government accusing the company of tricking customers with sophisticated subscription traps into signing up for Prime and making it hard for them to cancel.
We have gotten for the American people all of the money that was taken from their pockets.
Amazon Prime is a loyalty program that offers fast, free shipping costing about $15 a month.
What if it was this easy?
The Federal Trade Commission claimed Amazon enrolled millions of people in Prime without their consent and is now required to pay $1 billion in civil penalties and $1.5 billion in refunds.
What we found after years of investigation was that Amazon was tricking people into signing up, and then they were making it very, very hard to cancel.
Who's eligible for a refund? About 35 million Prime customers, those who signed up between June 2019 and June 2025, and who used Prime benefits will automatically receive $51. Customers can also submit claims if they try to cancel during that time.
You would go onto Amazon, see something that you wanted to purchase. There would also be an area where you would then be able to sign up for a Prime membership, and it would kind of be cloudy as to which one you were clicking, and then you were signed up.
Amazon admits no wrongdoing, saying they have always followed the law, and this settlement allows us to move forward and focus on innovating for customers. Amazon is also required to create a clear and conspicuous button to help people decline or cancel their subscription. Although this $2.5 billion settlement is a big win for the FTC, Amazon makes about that much money in sales nearly every 33 hours. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
Wow, that's wild.
It's shocking. It is now 6:43.
A flavor experience like no other is coming to Spokane this weekend. We got Rob King live this morning at the Davenport.
Davenport Hotels hosting the first ever Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival. Find out how you can get these elevated experiences and curated cuisines after this.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
At Parker Subaru, adventure doesn't wait. With a large inventory of Crosstreks, Outbacks, Foresters, and Ascents, your Subaru is ready right now.
New or used, Subaru has delivered decades of legendary longevity, rock-solid reliability, and award-winning safety.
With the Subaru Wilderness Package, our compact SUVs deliver unstoppable performance to every trail for every season.
Celebrate the Subaru A Lot to Love event, now through September 2nd at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
With depression, it feels like every day you're just going through the motions. But what if you could get your go back?
Go with Auvelity.
Auvelity worked fast. Some saw relief in as early as 1 week. And Auvelity lasted. On average, significant relief was seen at 6 weeks. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in young adults. Tell your doctor about sudden changes to mood, thoughts, or behavior. Don't take Auvelity if you have a history of seizure, eating disorder, or have abruptly stopped drinking alcohol, or taking benzodiazepines, barbiturates, or anti-seizure medicine. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Don't take if you are allergic to dextromethorphan, bupropion, or any of the ingredients in Auvelity. Don't take with MAOIs. High blood pressure, manic episodes, serious eye problems, and dizziness can occur. Report all medicines you take to avoid a life-threatening condition. Don't take Auvelity if you are or may become pregnant. Side effects can include dizziness, headache, diarrhea, feeling sleepy, dry mouth, sexual function problems, and excessive sweating. Ask your provider about Auvelity.
Go with Auvelity.
This season, fall into Coeur d'Alene. Fall is a great time to visit Coeur d'Alene. With awesome weather, fall color cruises, exciting events, a variety of food, beer, and wine selections, and amazing accommodations. It's the perfect time to stay and play in CDA. Visit cdafall.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Phil. I was diagnosed with an asbestos-related disease. When I was struggling so much with getting air, I come to the Card Clinic and I was able to get diagnosed. Ever since, the Card Clinic has been there for me. I don't know what we'd do without it.
Have you lived, worked, or enjoyed time in Lincoln County in the last 10 years? You may have been exposed to harmful Libby amphibole asbestos. Contact us today for a free screening.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gamma Knife.
Your time is 6:46. The first ever Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival starts today in downtown Spokane.
I'm already hungry. It's being hosted by the Davenport Hotels and will feature exclusive events like cocktail classes and curated meals. We got Rob King live this morning outside on the terrace of the historic Davenport to talk a little bit about the experiences that you can come check out this weekend. And Rob, there are still tickets available for some of these events. They look awesome.
Oh, there sure are. You guys might be hungry. I've been snacking all morning, so I'm actually feeling pretty good. And joining me now is John Erickson, who's going to talk a little bit about some of the events that you can expect coming up this weekend. John?
Sure, thank you. The big event that we're really focused on now is Saturday night's crescendo, if you will, to the weekend. It is our Moonlight Mixer right here on the roof garden terrace at the Davenport
And we got
Hotel.
some treats ahead of us made by pastry chef Alicia. Homemade cookies, homemade marshmallow. It's going to be pretty tasty, pretty good. What can people expect at the Moonlight Mixer?
You don't want to miss the Woodinville activation. They're going to be here with some of their whiskey drinks. We've got espresso martinis, which are all the rage right now.
And that's all included in the price of the ticket?
All included, along with late night bites and, of course, these create your own s'mores that Alicia and her team made, including, I want to point out, the peanut brittle marshmallow that we've made in-house.
It seems illegal to combine those two things together, but I'm into it. That sounds great.
Top secret recipe.
Oh, top secret, Alicia, tell us. Come on. Oh, well, it was worth a try anyway. And tickets for this event, the Moonlight Mixer, and so many others. There's cocktail classes. There's going to be some curated meals, all sorts of good stuff. A wine tour that looks interesting. And you can find the link to get all those tickets on our website, kxly.com. Back to you guys.
So many different things. No matter what you're looking for.
Oh, look good.
The Reese's and the cookies and the
Rob, if you can hear us steal the peanut butter marshmallows, because that sounds incredible.
And we want to thank Rob for his sacrifice of his sleep this morning. He's had it so difficult to start this Friday.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, last night was pretty difficult for a lot of us because we were breathing in that smoke.
Yeah. Yes.
Here's the prime suspect on our monitor here. This was the Labor Mountain fire last night. Thanks to Washington State DOT for these pictures. Wow. Enormous smoke plume here. Why is Blewett Pass closed? Here's the other picture. That's why Blewett Pass is closed. It is right up on Highway 97 here. And when it's going to open, Good question. It's still burning hot up there this morning. So very briefly last night, we saw this big spike in air quality into the unhealthy range. We are down to good. It looks like we're trending back, though, towards moderate now in the Spokane area. And that's generally where we're going to end up settling today. Still going to be a little hazy out there. Lewiston, Coeur d'Alene in the moderate as well. Colville's in the green. That's nice to see. Moscow, Sandpoint also in moderate air quality. Moses Lake was unhealthy for much of the morning. Starting to see things clear up a little bit. Now down into the orange range. Unhealthy for sensitive groups. Let's show you what's going to happen today. Winds out of the south and the west turning this afternoon. And that is going to keep it smoky, especially north of I-90, and some smoke rolling back into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene during the evening hours, kind of similar to how things played out yesterday. Now, my hope is that these fires will be less active in the cooler weather today and there won't be producing as much smoke, and so our air quality will be a little bit better, but it's going to be on the borderline, folks. We're not really going to know until it shows up. So if you're a football mom, for example, just keep things in mind that we may have to pivot here depending on how the smoke shows up for this afternoon and this evening. Likely that some of the smoke is going to get stuck up in these northern valleys here as we head into Saturday morning, and eventually southerly winds Sunday into Monday will eventually blow a lot of this smoke out of here for the weekend. Cool temperatures today. Upper 60s, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, 70s as you work your way down into the Columbia Basin. Here is the forecast for this weekend. Once again, hoping for some air quality clearing in those northern valleys as we head into Sunday, but it is going to be warm. Could be the last warm day we have for a little while. We'll show you why in your 7-day forecast coming up after the morning sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
The Scale House Market is unique because Spokane didn't have some kind of a permanent structure for a farmer's market.
I want to see as many community members as we possibly can out here enjoying all of the different vendors and farmers and food producers.
Our members are other community members, the families that will be eating here. All of it is vital to how we make partnerships.
I am most excited to bring our famous whole milk to the Scale House Market. What I hope that people attending the Scale House Market will gain is that agriculture is central to this region.
I was 34, I was a business owner, I was a single mom with a 4-year-old, and I felt a lump in the shower. I have cancer, it doesn't have me, I'm gonna get rid of it, and then I'm gonna go on with my life. I was gonna do anything that it took. I did, and here I am, almost 10 years later. I had a little boy, he needs his mom.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better and to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake, or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
The pain level was over 10, and my doctor recommended that I go to Good Feet and try the arch supports there. It was the first time that I had no pain.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:53. It's time to get you ready to take on your Friday in the morning sprint. We got a mostly sunny day out there. We got some haze and light smoke in the air. Meteorologist Matt Gray has a look at your forecast.
Hannah Joy's in studio with the latest details on former FBI Director James Comey's indictment.
And we got Rob King live this morning at the historic Davenport Hotel, where the 3-day Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival is serving up delicious bites and sips that you definitely don't want to miss.
But first, the Travis Decker, the Wenatchee man accused of murdering his 3 young daughters, has been confirmed dead. The official announcement came from the Chelan County Sheriff's office yesterday. Earlier this month, Decker's remains were found in a remote wooded area on Grindstone Mountain that had not been searched in this case. When asked if Decker had gone directly to that area after the murder of his daughters, Sheriff Mike Morrison said it cannot yet be confirmed. Decker is the only suspect in the murder of his 3 daughters. We're still waiting for the coroner to release the cause of Decker's death.
After a smoky night, things have cleared up at least a little bit around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but that is not going to last the entirety of the day. We're expecting good to lightly moderate air quality as we head through much of your day. Lots of sunshine. Winds begin to turn out of the southwest, and that'll cause our smoke concentrations to change. Temperatures only in the upper 60s and low 70s today. We'll look for some additional haziness as we head into this evening.
Humberto strengthened to a 3rd hurricane this season early Friday morning as it plowed through the central Atlantic. The storm's currently a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 75 miles an hour. It's located northeast of the Leeward Islands in the Caribbean. The hurricane is forecast to continue strengthening to a major storm over the weekend, but is not a direct threat to the U.S.
We got continuing coverage this morning on Wednesday's shooting on the South Hill that left 2 men dead and 1 in critical condition and a whole neighborhood rattled. The deadly shooting took place around 8:45. Spokane police say all 3 people involved did know each other, but how well they each knew each other is still under investigation. It happened in the Glen Rose neighborhood, which is described as quiet, almost uneventful. Spokane police say the man who survived the shooting is still recovering in the hospital.
We are following breaking news this morning. President Trump has just posted on social media calling former FBI Director James Comey one of the worst human beings this country has ever seen. Comey is facing criminal charges in a case tied to his 2020 congressional testimony on Russian interference in the 2016 election. He's accused of lying under oath and obstructing a congressional proceeding. He is also saying that with this indictment that Democrats argue the charges look political, while Trump continues to say he's never pressured prosecutors to act. Comey said to appear in court on October 9th for his first hearing for the latest on whether he's convicted of the
The city of Spokane is about to lose 30 of its shelter beds. It'll happen next week when the city transforms its navigation shelter into a daytime-only service center. The change aims to serve more people who need services like getting identification, social security cards, and case managers. Jules Helping Hands will take over the facility and estimates it can help 70 people a day.
The inaugural Pacific Northwest Food and Wine Festival begins today in downtown Spokane, a partnership between the Davenport Hotels and the James Beard Foundation. 3 days of chef demos, cocktail classes, mixers, and more. Tickets are selling out, but you can find the link to get yours up on our website, kxly.com.
Well, the South Perry Street Fair returns this Saturday. This annual event typically happens in July, but hot summer temperatures in past years made organizers rethink the timing, pushing the event to the beginning of fall. From 10 a.m. to 7 o'clock tomorrow, Perry Street will be filled with 3 blocks of local vendors and music and entertainment. There's going to be more than 130 booths to check out this year, as well as a petting zoo and different stages for performances. It'll also close Perry Street from 9th to 12th. The closure we have up on our website, kxly.com, as well as detours that you can take. You might want to consider using Southeast Boulevard and 9th Avenue. There, you see it there on your screen. And 9th Avenue to navigate around the festivities. Should be a very fun time.
And we will be back with the final check of weather coming up for you right after the break.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Stay and play at Mississauga Casino Hotel. where jackpots, food, and fun come together at the region's only non-smoking casino and hotel. We're the place for a day trip, weekend getaway, or your next holiday party or group event. Enjoy the casino action playing your favorite gaming machine, or try your skills at the live table games. Stay and play at Mystic Walk Casino Hotel, located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
At Just Between Friends, you'll find everything you need for your family.
I got a lot of clothing, shoes, I got a changing table. It's been a lot of fun.
Such a blessing to be able to shop, sell, and save at JBF.
Just Between Friends at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
And taking a look at the sunrise over Spokane. Air's a lot cleaner than it was when the sun set last night, but we are going to continue to see smoke drifting around the inland Northwest for today and for parts of Saturday at the very least. Your 7-day forecast. It features, well, some big changes once we get past the weekend. We're going to warm up back to 80 degrees again. Still likely see some haze, even a little bit on Sunday, the most likely scenario. But then, as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and beyond, for most of next week, we got a chance for rain and some much cooler fall-like temperatures as we get ready to start October.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest. Happy Friday.
Yeah, TGIF. We'll see you throughout Good Morning America. It starts now.